And welcome back to the Twilight Princess commentary, everybody. We're at part 7.
What part is this again?
What is this 7 you speak of?
I know nothing of the number you call 7. I don't like it.
Sorry, I believe in the German numeric system. That monkey clearly stole my lantern, Midna. What's that monkey's problem? She clearly stole my lantern.
What other problem do I need?
Yep. And this is why you need your lantern. Regardless of how much lantern fuel you have in here, she'll always take it, and it's always full at the time she uses it. It'll become empty once you get it back, so that's why you kind of want to buy a bottle of oil from the guy before...
You go back to the bird and try to bullshit your way out of it?
Yeah, or you could go buy more lantern oil from the bird, but I think at this point I already pissed off the bird, so there's no point of going back.
Again, you could pay for it, Ethan. You could pay.
Well, I didn't know at the time of this recording.
You had the game longer than me. You knew all the nooks and crannies. You had the guide!
The guy never said, "Oh, if you steal from the bird, you can put money back in its box and you'll be cool bros again." Never said anything like that.
He comes out and goes, "Hey, get back here and pay for that."
I never decided to try it out because honestly, the first time I played this game, I stole it from him. The second time and onward, I always paid. Until this playthrough, I want to show off what happens if you don't pay for it. I mean, trust me, he's not as bad as as that one guy you steal from the Link's Awakening. That guy's a true son of a bitch, because if you ever go back into his fucking store again, he has this one giant lightning bolt attack that instantly kills you.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, and I'll definitely show that off whenever we get to Link's Awakening. Like I said, another 300 years from now.
300 years when we're not even alive.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be our children's legacy.
It'll be our children's legacy.
I'm pretty sure I'll be immortal by then.
I'll have fun commentating for 300 years.
I'm gonna make you immortal just to screw with you.
And now we got our lantern back, and it's empty. Thanks a lot, you damn fucking monkey.
Is that monkey a chick also?
Yeah, it's a girl monkey. You could tell because of the bow in the hair.
That's a bow? I just thought that was growing off of its head.
It's a bow or flower.
It's something that warrants investigation.
It's something that just pretty much goes to show you, hey, this monkey's a chick. There's that bridge again. That was easy. I think later down the road I will show off the put away trick that you can do with Link in this game.
Put away trick? Oh, where he swings his sword around and then puts it back into his thing, like a
yeah. Like it's the timing of it is very picky. Like as soon as you hit the last enemy with the final blow, you press the A button and then he'll do it. And stupid me accidentally pressed the A button because at that point I was just ready to go. That wolf that you encounter in front of the Faron Woods temple,
it's actually you from the past.
Yeah, that's actually another piece of trivia to go into. This Stalfos here is actually based off of Ocarina of Time Link.
That's Ocarina of Time Link?
Well, because in Ocarina of Time, how the stupid Hyrule Historia goes is that it splits up into 3 timelines. The one where he wins and and stays as an adult. The one where he loses, and there's the one where he wins and goes back to being a kid again. Twilight Princess is based off the timeline of when he wins and goes back to be a kid again. Because after Ocarina of Time, if you follow that timeline, it goes to him to Majora's Mask. And in Majora's Mask, he looks for Navi. That's his whole purpose of why he went into the woods in the first place. And if you know your Zelda mythos well, you know that anybody who gets lost in the Lost Woods gets turned into a Stalfos. So, yeah, this is kind of indicating that he never found Navi and he got turned into a Stalfos.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of dark because honestly, he's pretty much teaching us these moves because he regrets not able to pass down his legacy properly.
Kind of a dick thing.
Yeah, well, he never found I guess he never found Navi. Then again, who wants to find that bitch?
But yeah, so that's why they didn't continue it.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask Link. Pretty much teaching us moves just because he felt like he failed in his past life. And he taught us the finishing move, which is a
So
very...
does he tell you that the reason why he became that?
No, he never does. You have to look into it yourself. Like I said, if I didn't look into it myself, then I wouldn't have that piece of trivia. And now we're in the Faron Woods Temple. The first temple of the game, which, because Twilight Princess, I already said this before, likes to take very, likes to copy Ocarina of Time.
Of course, it's like one of the best ones.
I like Majora's Mask better, but I will say that Ocarina of Time is still a great game, regardless. But yeah, that's pretty much why we have the Stalfos pretty much teaching us his moves and everything like that. And there's 7 moves for you to learn from him. The one that, like, all of them are pretty much optional, except for the very first one, which is the finishing move that he taught us. Because you're going to have to use that if you're going to finish off any of the bosses in this game.
And it's also just fun to do.
Yeah, it is fun.
Especially when you're dealing with some guy who just keeps annoying the hell out of you. You're like, know what? No, I'm ending you.
Yeah, it is fun. Because you can pretty much finish almost any single enemy in this game. I think the only ones you can't finish are the flying enemies, but that's it, though.
The flying herpes, what?
Flying enemies. What's your session with STDs?
That's what I call them anyway. That's what I think of them every time I fight them. Or they just keep coming back and they keep pissing me off. They're flying herpes.
Okay. That whole sword indication where it just swings back at the tip is pretty much goes to show you that, hey, you're set up to do another finishing move. Because you do have to take a time out of it. And of course, it wouldn't be a forest temple without fucking spiders. And you know what? These spiders don't creep me nearly as much as the ones in Ocarina of Time with Majora's Mask do.
Oh yeah, those guys really creeped me out. Especially the ones that were actually like half human.
Yeah, like the whole curse ones. Ugh, God, it's already bad enough I have a somewhat of an extent of arachnophobia.
You have arachnophobia?
And to some extent, at least I can kill spiders.
Note to self: arachnophobia. Way to fuck with you.
Give me a spider, I'll fucking kill it.
Give me a spider and I'll fucking kill you.
No, I won't kill you, I'll just kill it. And this is where we get introduced to these bugs that also work as bombs too. The 4 sons of bitches. If they can't win, they just self-destruct.
Jeez. Harakiri. No victory for you. You just die.
20 minutes. Like I said, the forest temple in here is pretty short. Because it is the very first temple. But I'm trying to recall... What I'm trying to recall is where I have to go. Well, first I have to lower, or actually raise those stairs. So you do that by lighting all the lanterns here. And there you go.
And that's where we get the term.
And that's where we get the term.
What a crock.
Toilet paper. I needed some. Oh, wait, it's the dungeon map. Because the gimmick of this temple, you have to save all the monkeys. You have to save them in order for you to
Move forward.
Yeah, to move forward to new areas and actually get to the final boss door.
And the final boss is a monkey.
No, the mini boss in here is a bamboo. See, there he is. That boomerang is what we need. That boomerang will return in Hyrule Warriors.
Of course it will.
You
Wait,
know,
they actually took out the fairies in here, right? In fact, the fairies are actually weapons now.
what about the fairies?
Like, they don't actually exist in this game anymore. They're just the weapons.
Yeah, fairies are still in here, but they still count as you catch them in a bottle, and if you die, they revive.
No, not that one. I mean, like the great fairies, the ones that would boost your powers and all
Oh,
that.
oh, the great fairies themselves. Yeah, well, there is technically a great fairy in here. It's just that you have to go through a lot just to see her.
Right? I've never once seen her, I think.
Well, you probably never went back to the desert and moved that giant structure. Well, no, you had to move that giant structure. Well, technically you don't, but whatever. Underneath the structure in that desert, there's a gauntlet that you have to go through, and in that gauntlet, you actually do encounter the Great Fairy there.
And she's a bitch.
I can't remember what she looks like. In fact, I don't even think she has a physical form. We do counter her, though. And I can't recall what happens when you win in that gauntlet. It's been forever since I did it, because you have to really be well prepared if you want to get through that gauntlet. You only have to go, like, what is it, like 99 floors? It's not even funny.
And with no health.
Well, you could have all sorts of health items and everything like that. You just better be prepared. Now we get introduced to this weird-ass character of only Twilight Princess. Oko. Yeah, Uko. Or Uku, or however the fuck you pronounce his name.
The thing just looks like some messed up geese or something.
The thing has tits! If you look at it closely, it has fucking tits!
Oh dear God.
Yeah, exactly! Like, okay, this is where the T rating must come from. It's like, seriously.
They're probably flopping around right now as we speak.
No, thank goodness they're pretty flat, but like, if you look at it closely, like, the thing has tits. It's like, ugh. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, take that, spider. But freaking Oko is meant for pretty much a teleportation. If you ever want to go back to the beginning of the dungeon, just pick her out and she'll take you to the entrance. She's kind of in a way like that one power-up you get in Ocarina of Time, the green power-up. I think it's something wind. I can't remember the goddess's name at the top of my head, but it's her wind that you use to
the wind fairy
to teleport back to the entrance of the temples if you want to. That's pretty much the purpose that the Oko serves. And we'll be encountering Oko every single dungeon until we get to our home area, which is the city in the sky, which is actually like one of my favorite dungeons in this game.
And then afterwards, we go to war.
Yeah, we go to war on the Twilight Palace. Because at that point, we already collected all the Twilight mirror pieces. Because I will admit, Twilight Princess does sometimes have a bad habit of padding shit out. Like, literally, like, you go through the beginning, and then you have 3 temples to go through in order for you to get these mask shards to get. And then you have to collect the Twilight
They just they just find new ways to piss you off by increasing the amount of dungeons you have to do.
This game I don't think is the game that has the most dungeons. I want to say Link to the Past has the most dungeons. But even in that game, if you know what you're doing, the dungeons can be done very quickly. And here, 3D Zelda games, they always stretch out the dungeons a lot longer. And I can understand they do it because, yeah, it's a 3D game and whatnot, compared to an old school Super Nintendo game, but yeah. And that's one monkey out of who knows how many we have to save, because I can't recall how many monkeys you have to save in here. All I just know is that you have to save enough just so you can get to the boss door.
1, 2. Like, we can't just climb the wood there?
Yeah, I know. What's stopping us from just traversing the stupid rope? Why can't we do it ourselves? I hope you like monkey sounds, because you'll be hearing that a lot.
They're everywhere.
Well, they have to follow you in order for you to get to new areas.
I hate those monkeys.
Like, honestly, like, how the rope is, you can't really tell how many monkeys that you need. Like, I need to go to the path to the right now after I destroy these vases, and, like, what's stopping me from using just one monkey to go over there? It's like, no, I need two.
I'm pretty sure we can go farther than that.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly. There's, like, times that you're thinking, like, okay, I could do this, but they expect me to do this. Why? Now we get introduced to these, plants that, if you literally decapitate them, they will still come after you. And I think this is the only game that those things exist. Because after that, all the other, I think they're called Dekubaba plants. Those things...
Dooku plants?
Yeah, Dekubaba plants. Yeah, Dekubaba plants or something like that. Like,
Some plant whose name is too stupid to understand.
honestly, once you decapitate them, they're dead. And we get introduced to that plant. That plant you cannot kill whatsoever unless you throw a bomb in its mouth.
And every time you drop into it, you die.
Well, I think you at least lose like 2.5 hearts, and that's a lot of health, especially for me right now. I only have 3 hearts to spare.
Well, whose fault was it not getting hearts?
I think I blew myself up. Yeah, I did. I lost half a heart. I will admit, the freaking bomb diffusion for those things, or just the bomb session on those bugs is so fucking finicky. It's so short. Like, you literally have to just hit them, grab it, run like hell, and throw it at whatever you need to. It's not even funny.